Hello everyone and happy Monday. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. It is Lindsay here with another jewelry video for you. I did not do any jewelry last week, so I'm excited to dive back in and open a box today. I will be sharing a Goodwill Bluebox. This is the 5-pound jewelry repurpose. And I've had this box for quite a while. I don't think my last couple blue boxes have been anything too great. So I kind of set this aside, but I thought I would open it today. If you're new to my channel, I'm a part-time reseller. I do post videos Mondays and Thursdays of unboxings, and I also do bonus sales. And this coming Sunday, I will be a part of a DIY designer box collaboration that I'm super excited about. So there will be 3 videos this week. Thursday, I'm planning on doing a 15-piece mixed jewelry and also a fragrance sale. And then I'll be back Sunday, like I said, with the designer box. So let's go ahead and get this box open. I will be offering items for sale throughout the video. If there's anything you would like to purchase, just please send an email and I will get you out a PayPal invoice. I do need a timestamp of the item along with a brief description. And if you can include the price that was stated, that's very helpful. And I also need a mailing address if you're a first-time buyer. So this box did come from Dayton, Ohio. So let me get this open. I don't believe that these have a receipt, but the shipping label says that it was shipped on May 13th of 2025. So I have had it for about 5 months already. So let's go ahead and get this open. I had this one and one other blue box, and I do have a bunch of ThredUp 5-pound DIYs as well. So for that reason, I did skip ordering the America's Thrift Supply box today, so I can get through some of the boxes that I already have. But here's a first look for us. I am seeing a lot of beaded jewelry, some rhinestones, and definitely tangles. So we'll just have to go through and see what we got. I'm gonna grab out a handful and we'll get started. And hopefully we got some good items here. All right, so I'm seeing mostly necklaces so far. We did get this cross. It says, God loves you. And I don't see any markings on that one. And it is not magnetic. I'll give it a scratch just to make sure this isn't sterling. And then I'll put a price on the screen, but I don't see any markings on it, but I'll check that one. I don't have my testing stuff out here, so I'll have to check it later. Next up, we have a statement necklace, and this is a rhinestone bubble necklace, just acrylic. And this is a coral color, faceted stones, really nice, but there's a lot of tone loss on the metal and also on the chain. So that one will be in craft. That will be $1. And we do have just some like Mardi Gras beads. That'll be $1 in craft. And we have this stretch bracelet here with the green enamel discs. Stretch is not that good on this one. I'm just going to put that in craft also for $1. But the actual condition of the beads are very nice. And our next piece here is like a memory wire necklace. And then we do have these beads here. And I think they're just plastic, but they do have some weight to them. And there's a little marbling on there. So not a bad piece. I assume that this is just silver tone, and it is. Let's do $3 on that one. Really nice neutral necklace with the grays. And our next piece is this one, a really chunky white beaded necklace. And this is actually really pretty. It does need a little bit of a wipe down, but I really like the shape of the beads. And it is on a gold tone metal chain. And that's in very good condition. So we'll do $3 on that one. That's a nice item. Anything that you can get that's wearable is always a good start. And this will just be in craft for $1. And our next item is this beaded necklace. There's kind of like a mystic tone and some pale blue and black. And this is on a screw barrel clasp. And that is working well. It's a longer necklace and it seems to be in pretty good shape. We'll do $3 on that one also. And next up we have this necklace and very nice green beads on this. And these are definitely glass. They're really weighty and a really nice fall tone color. And then this is on a screw barrel clasp also, possibly a vintage piece. So this is really nice. Let's do $5 on that one. I do love the green on that. And next up we have this statement necklace with a nice pendant. And it is kind of a brass tone. And then some neutral tone beads. This definitely has the style of a Chico's necklace. I don't see any markings on it. We'll do $3 on that. So very happy with the condition of the item so far. And we do have a tangle. All right, I got this necklace out. All right, I got a couple things out. This is gonna go into craft, this little ornament thing. And then we do have this necklace with the hammered silver tone. There is copper coming through there on the edges. So on that one, I'm just gonna put that into craft. That will be $1. And then we did have this piece as well. It is a G, and it looks like this is broken. Half of the necklace came off. And that one will just be in craft for $1. I don't see any markings on it. So we'll move that to craft. And I'm just gonna move the rest of that tangle out of the way and we'll come back to it. And next up we have this necklace, and there's just an earring stuck with it. It is kind of like those cable chains, and it's a multi-layer necklace here with a toggle. And there is a lot of copper coming through on that one. There's little faux pearls. So it is cute, but a lot of wear. That one will also be in craft for $1. And we have just this little plastic bracelet. It's in good condition. We'll just do $1 on that one. It has little heart stations. Very cute. And the earring. Their earring. Just want to try to get this necklace out of the way. It's quite large. And I think I have it all untangled. It is a multi-layer necklace. This one is kind of tangled up and it is just plastic beads. So I'm just gonna put this in craft, but really pretty blues on that one. So that'll be $1 if anybody likes that. And we have this necklace, kind of a marbled heart. That's just plastic, but looks like a stone, and it's on this silk cord. We'll just do $2 on that one. Kind of more of a crafting piece, but it's really pretty and in good condition. All right, another earring. We have this unicorn. That'll be in craft. And then we have this long necklace here with kind of like a hematite colored little beads. And I'm not seeing a clasp on this one. It could definitely be doubled up. And I do think those are glass. And it looks to be in pretty good condition. We'll do $3 on that one. Again, very nice neutral tones. Looks like we have our first branded piece here. All right, so these are really pretty, like seafoam green almost. And then there's like a cream and kind of crackle look. And this one is marked. So it says Hong Kong. So definitely a vintage piece. So really nice piece. We'll do $5 on that one. That is a good item, very lightweight. And it's in very good condition, so not bad. And we have this little bracelet here. It does have a screw barrel clasp on it and also a little lobster clasp. So I'm not really sure about that one, but it's magnetic. We'll just put that in craft for $1. Earrings. You have this bangle bracelet. This is silver tone, I assume. It's got quite a bit of scratching on it, but it's pretty weighty. And I do not see any markings on it, but it is a really neat shape. And it's not magnetic, so I'll just give it a look over to make sure, but I think it's just silver tone. And that one is coming in at a size 8. So I'm gonna just scratch that one and I'll put a price on the screen. And we have this. This is really pretty, actually. It's like white with silver. Really nice. I think they're just plastic, but really beautiful. And on a very nice silver tone chain. And there's no maker's mark on that one. We'll do $3 on that. That's gorgeous. And we have this necklace here. Quite a bit of wear there on the clasp. And these are just plastic beads. We'll just do $2 on that one. It is wearable, but there is marks there on the clasp. And we have this heart pendant necklace. And very pretty gold tone. I don't see any markings on it, and it is on this wax cord. And it does have this kind of closure and some discoloration there. So on that one, we'll just do $2. All right, and this was all tangled, and this is a hair piece. And it definitely has some components that are out of place. I'm just going to put that in craft for $1, but it is beautiful. And we have this kind of wired stretch bracelet that'll just be in craft. And we have this necklace. Just trying to see if I see any markings. Oh, it is like an owl, but it appears to be broken. And there might be a marking on this. Let me see. Not sure what that says. It doesn't seem like a precious metal or anything. We'll just put that in craft for $1, but it's super cute. And we have this necklace here. That is gorgeous. And I think all the stones are there. I don't see anything that's jumping out that's missing. Very pretty. And it is on a long chain, silver tone. And there's no maker's mark on this one. So on that one, let's do $3, and I'll make sure all the stones are there, but it's stunning. Very long chain on that one. And then there's this necklace with the rhinestone guitar. And that is super cute. A little bit of wear. I don't see any markings on it. It is on like a popcorn chain. And that one is slightly magnetic. We'll do $3 on that one. Very pretty. And next up, it looks like we have another vintage necklace. This has a lot of wear and peeling on the beads. So I'm going to put that one into craft. It has a similar clasp to the Hong Kong one, but I don't see any markings on it. But quite a bit of wear on the beads. So that will be $1 in craft. And this may be an anklet. It looks really short for any kind of necklace. And it seems to be in okay condition. And that's just magnetic. We'll do $2 on that one. And this one we'll just put into craft. It's kind of purple with the stones. This is a 2028 necklace, which is gorgeous, but it's tangled up with this other necklace. So I'm going to move that aside, and then I'm going to come back to the tangles. I don't have a ton of daylight left, so I want to try to get through as much as I can while the lighting is still good. So we'll come back to a few things at the end. This is something that might have been part of that G necklace that we saw earlier. So that's going to be in craft. And then I'll come back to that tangle. And then we had this. And there is a kind of a scratch on that. And it looks like something might be missing off of that. I'm going to put that one into craft. That'll be $1. All right, so it's time to get out another handful. So far the box is not too exciting, but there are no guarantees that there's going to be anything of value in these lots. So we'll go ahead and look at this, and then we'll just have a very small handful after that. These will just be $1, just plastic, and they do have the lever back closure. Nice pink rhinestones. And we have this. I'm not sure what this is, but we're gonna open it up. And this does have a marking on it. I believe it says Swank on the back. So I have no idea what that is, but it's just a lapel pin. So I'm going to try to look that up, and I'll put info on the screen, but it definitely looks like it's something that's vintage. So I'll see what I can find out about that. And this one will be in craft, that bracelet. And we have a huge necklace here. And actually there's more than one of them. This will just be in craft for $1. And these just feel like plastic. I don't know if they, I think that they're just plastic. They don't feel like the actual nuts that a lot of these necklaces are. So I'm just gonna put that into craft if anybody wants that for $1. And there is another one, and this one does have a tag on it. So it does say genuine tree nut. So they are nuts. They're made in the Philippines. So I'm just going to put that one into craft also for $1 if anybody wants to do anything with those. Unfortunately, they take up a lot of the box. And next up we have this piece, and this is pretty cool. It is showing a little bit of wear, but I believe this is frozen. And it has all of these really cool sparkling beads. And it kind of looks like a bottle cap, but it's really lightweight. And the actual necklace is in pretty good shape, just a little bit of wear back here. But I definitely think that somebody might like this one. Yeah, other than the clasp over here, it looks to be in good condition. So on this, let's do $4 on the frozen necklace. That is cute. And our next piece has one of these slider clasps. Yep, it just pulls right out there, and I don't see any markings on it. And these just feel like acrylic beads, like a frosted blue. And really cool piece. I don't see any information on that, but it looks to be well made. Let's do $5 on that one. That is a really cool piece with a nice clasp. And we have something in this organza pouch here. And these are a little charm and a necklace. And there's 2 charms actually. And this says, "With God, all things are possible." A little bit of scratching on that. The Holy Bible, and this is marked on here. It's JCM. So I'll have to check that one out. The chain is slightly magnetic, so I don't think that it is sterling, but I will give a scratch to it. And this doesn't really seem to belong with the lot, but I'll just keep everything together. The little charms are absolutely beautiful. So I'll put some prices on the screen. I just want to scratch that. And then I guess I'll give individual prices, or if you want to just have all of this that was in this bag. So very pretty. And we do have an Alex and Ani bracelet. And this one is not one that's sterling. There's no markings on it. It does have a little bit of tarnish. These are silver plated. We'll do $3 on that one. This one is a long layered necklace that unfortunately is broken, but it does have a cute little anchor pendant and then a little heart charm. But this portion of it needs to be reattached there. And this is the maker, and I've definitely seen this before. I need to look that up. And I will put some info on the screen about that one. We do have another broken necklace here, and that's magnetic. That'll be in craft for $1. And we have this pink faux pearl necklace that drops down into this Y. And this portion is kind of flattened out. And it looks like there are some portions of the tassel that's missing. So that one will be in craft also for $1. And we have this here. This is one of those hooks that you can put your purse on, I believe. And I'm never really good at figuring these out. I guess it goes like that. So it appears like it's not broken. There is some scratching there on the center stone. But I'm not sure how that's supposed to extend out. So I'm just going to put that one into craft also. And this is marked. That definitely looks like it could be sterling. So if it is, hopefully we have a match to it. And we have this necklace here. This one is marked. I'm not sure what that maker's mark is either. All right, so it goes like this. Very silky cord. And it has all of these discs. This has some weight to it, and it is in very nice condition. I'm going to try to look up that brand, and I'll also put a price on the screen for that one, but that's a good piece. And we have this. And I'm not sure if that's a clasp or not. And then it does come down into these two feathers. It's a little bit kinked up. And the chain is not magnetic, but these are. I don't see any markings anywhere. So I'm just going to also give a scratch on that one, but I don't think it's sterling, but I'll put some info on the screen. And we have this necklace. Ooh, this is marked. Ah, this is marked 925. So I'm not sure what the tape is doing there, but it is marked 925, and it is like a herringbone chain. And how pretty is this? It says USA, and it has these USA, and then the stars on it. How cool. So I will definitely have to look that up. It's not magnetic, so that's a great sign. And I will put some info on the screen. I don't believe there was any other markings on it other than 925. And it's definitely showing a little bit of tarnish. The texture is a little rough on this. I think it's because of that USA etching in it. But it's a super cool piece. So hopefully that is sterling. I will test that on camera and put some info on the screen about that one. So any precious metals we can get is awesome. And if it is, that should pay for a portion of the box. These are very pricey. I do prefer getting the America's Thrift Supply ones over the Goodwill Bluebox. I just have, in general, had better luck with those. This is marked, I believe it's Roman, RMN. And it is a multi-layer necklace with these red beads, and then these like gunmetal colored. And it looks to be in pretty good condition. A little bit misshapen, but I think it'll lay fine. It's really pretty for the holidays. And let's go ahead and get out our final stack here. All right, so I got everything out, all of the bits and baubles, and this is really pretty. I don't see any recognizable earring matches yet. We have this hematite necklace, and it's got like a stone pendant on it. And this one has a screw barrel clasp, very cold to the touch, and in nice condition. Let's do $5 on that. That's a good item. And any loose beads, I'm just going to put in the craft bag. This will be in craft. And what a cool earring this is. This would definitely be a fun piece to craft with. I think it's just a faux stone, but that would be an awesome pendant or a brooch. So we'll see if we maybe have the match. I don't think so. We have the shell stretch bracelet. Really nice iridescent color on that one. And there are some rough pieces, but I think that's just natural to the shell. Very nice stretch on that one. We'll do $3 on the shell bracelet. And we have this necklace. This also looks like it could be vintage. Really pretty peach and green tones with the gold tone spacers. And it does have like an iridescent sheen on it. Really nice. We'll do $4 on that one. And we have this plastic heart that'll go in craft. I keep saying heart, a star, leopard print star. It's been a long week. And whatever this necklace is, looks like it could be sterling. Actually, no, it's Premier Designs. I don't believe they had any sterling that I'm aware of. I think it's all costume, but this does show tarnish, so it could be one that is silver plated. And then it does come down into that pendant. And it's got a cross in it. Yeah, it is magnetic. A lot of tarnish, but a pretty piece. We'll do $2 on that one. And we have this necklace. It's full of hair. And I don't see any markings on that one. And that is not magnetic. Actually, there might be a mark on this portion. Oh my. This is marked 925 Italy right there. So it's a beautiful chain. There's just a lot of hair that's tangled on that. And some discoloration on the chain. It needs a polishing. And there are some kind of gross marks there. So it needs a cleaning and the hair. But otherwise, it's a really pretty chain. So we're going to test that one on camera as well. All right, next we have this necklace with some beautiful blue beads. And those ones might be glass, like the painted ones. That is really nice. And it seems to be in good shape. I'll have to check and make sure all of the stones are there. But that is really pretty. And very nice colors on that. We'll do $4 on that necklace. And next up we have this charm bracelet. And this is a stretch, but it also has a toggle clasp. And there's a leaf charm, a little drop pearl, a beautiful flower, and then an owl. And like some faux stones. That is really cute. And I don't see any markings on it. So let me just see. Yeah, those are, well, it's hard to get just the charm. So I'm going to check that as well just to make sure, and I'll put a price on the screen, but that is really cute. And we did have one of these earlier. I'll do 2 for $1 on those stretch bracelets. It was a pink heart one. And we do have this flip-flop sandal ring. Really pretty. And it is adjustable. We'll do $2 on that. Little sparkly flip-flop. And this is a bracelet. And it's not adjustable. And it's very lightweight, magnetic. Let me get a size on this one. It is a 7 3/4. We'll do $2 on that one. And a few more earrings here. All right, we do have this beautiful bracelet. I do believe it's malachite. I'm not 100% sure if it's a stone. It does have kind of like a waxy feel. So I don't know if that is normal for malachite chips, but it is beautiful. And a very nice clasp on it. Let me get a size on that one. It is a 7 3/4 max. I'm going to try to do some research on that one, but that is gorgeous. Very pretty. It's our troublemaker earring, and just a few more pieces here, and then we'll circle back to test and look at the earrings and the tangles. And this is a really pretty piece here. All right, so this is a beautiful kind of copper tone seed beads, and then some really nice kind of aqua color and cat's eye, really gorgeous. And it's a little bit twisted, but it looks to be in really good condition. Let's do $4 on that. That's beautiful. And we have this. I think they are painted wood beads. And it does have this toggle clasp on like an elastic cord. And it seems to be in okay shape. We'll just do $2 on that one. Really pretty red. Moving some earrings out of the way, and I do see some that are marked 925. So it looks like we got a good amount of sterling. We have another one of these. I'll put that in craft also. That was not sterling. And this is a pretty bracelet. It does have some copper coming through on the clasp, but really nice kind of matte gold tone. Get a size on that one. That is coming in at a 7. We'll do $2 on that one. An earring. And then this is broken. It looks like it was a rhinestone necklace. That'll be in craft for $1. And I'm not sure what this went to. It does have some verdigris on it. That'll be in craft. So this necklace is branded. It does have this pendant here. And this is on like a thin kind of popcorn chain. And it is actually fossil. It's marked right there. And then the best part are these little charms that are on the end. A key, a lock, and then little fossil. So that is really cute. There is a little bit of tarnish, but overall it's in pretty good shape. We'll do $5 on the fossil. That's a good find. And then we have this multicolor necklace here that's just a little bit twisted. All right, so we have this gunmetal chain, triple layer, and then we had one similar to this earlier. But this one's not marked, and it seems to be in okay condition. We'll do $3 on that one. Really pretty. Right, and I got this one out. This is an NY. And these multiple layer necklaces are so tough with the tangles. And it's just a little bit bent up. But I think we're good. So it's just a little bit misshapen. We'll do $2 on that one, on the NY. And it was tangled up with this piece, an open heart that says mother. And this is a Claire's piece. And it does need a little bit of a wipe down, but it seems to be in okay condition. So we'll do $2 on the Claire's open heart mother. That would be a nice layering necklace. And I'm still working on the 2028 and this other necklace. That's the only other thing that's left tangled. So I'll continue working on that, but let's go through the earrings and then we'll test our sterling here at the end. So this was a really pretty rice pearl earring. We did not get a match to that one. And I don't see any markings on it. But that is gorgeous. That will be in craft. And no match to that one or that one. And this one looks sterling. This one is marked Mexico 925. That is gorgeous. It is like a Mayan calendar. This is a really pretty one. This was actually a necklace that was in with the earrings. It looks like just a collar necklace. We'll just do $2 on that one. It shows some light wear, but it is a nice piece, no branding. All right, so these are all single earrings. I'm gonna move those into the craft bag. And I'm gonna take a little break, and I'm gonna get my stuff. I'm gonna test the single earrings, and then the couple things that were marked sterling, and then we will wrap up. All right, so for the single earrings, we have this really pretty one. It's very detailed. It looks like there's some kind of animal there and a stone and possibly a mark there. I'm not really sure what it is. So let's see if we can get a decent scratch on that one. And then we had this Mayan calendar one, which is gorgeous. Mexico 925. And then this one is a heart dangle marked 925 FNA, I believe. Really, really pretty. And then I did not see any markings on this one. So maybe just a sterling hook on it, but it is beautiful. And then also this kind of artisan one was not marked. And I will give it a scratch. It's really delicate, so I don't know how well I'm going to be able to scratch it. But we'll give it a test there. All right, let's see. Unfortunately, this new stone I got is really small. But yeah, all four of those are coming in as sterling. So that's awesome. This one I'm just going to put into craft as a single earring, but it is beautiful. So that is good. We got some good testing results and some confirmed sterling on the earrings. All right, and I did want to just get a gram measurement of our sterling earrings as well, so we can take a look at that for scrap purposes. Those were coming in just shy of 11 grams. So awesome. So we'll move those aside. And before I test the rest of the stuff, I was able to get this untangled. This is a beautiful copper tone necklace that is marked 2028, which I think is a sister brand for 1928. And it is a beautiful fall tone necklace. Just acrylic beads, and then it comes down into this orange pendant. And there is like a mark on that. It needs a little bit of a wipe down, but it's not real noticeable. So super pretty. We'll do $5 on that one. And it does have the little squiggly design on the back of the pendant. So that is really pretty. And then it was tangled up with this necklace. Super dainty. And there's a lot of hair in this one. And I'm just seeing if it's marked. I don't see anything. But it's not magnetic. So let's go ahead and test this one. And it might be hard to get a good scratch on it with how dainty it is. So let's go ahead and test that first. Yep, that is sterling. Right, so this one is marked on the clasp, on the little hook there, but it does come with a lot of hair. It is super dainty. If anybody would like this one, I'm just going to sell it as is, and we'll just do $8 on that if anybody would like that sterling chain. All right, so finally we have our couple chains, and then I want to test what's in this box here. So this was the 925 necklace with the USA and the stars. So let me get a scratch on the chain. It's kind of delicate, so I'm just want to do my best there. And then this one was marked 925 Italy. So let's go ahead and check both of those, and then we'll look at the final items. And yes, both of those are sterling. So that is amazing. So this one again comes with the hair. This one does have some more weight to it. I'll get a gram measurement on both of those, and we'll put that on the screen as well. Well, that one was just a little tricky to get on the scale, but it is coming in just shy of 9 grams on that necklace. And then that one is coming in just shy of 6 grams. There's a little bit of hair on that one, but otherwise it is in really nice condition. So I will put prices on the screen for both of those. So overall, I can't be mad about this box. We got quite a bit of sterling. We got some stone pieces and some really nice necklaces. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this one. Again, I don't pick these up often. I do have one more in my stash I will be sharing at some point. My next long form video for jewelry, I'll probably do a DIY thread up box, since I have more of those. And then I'm definitely going to order another America's Thrift Supply box at some point soon. So keep an eye out. I'll be back Thursday with hopefully some fragrance and beauty items, a 15-piece mixed jewelry from thredUP. And then Sunday, I'll be back with my collaboration for the DIY designer box. So I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you back very soon. Take care.